Hiya folks, welcome to the Danny and Arco show. Oh shit, I can't use that for copyright reasons. Warner Brothers has got shows of copyright, I can't use that. Anyway, welcome to DG Retro Customs. That works, doesn't it? Yeah, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a bit of fabrication in collaboration with Outlaw Edge. We've had this idea for a little while of making panels but with different techniques to sort of teach people like yourselves, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat, basically. He's just done a video of making a patch panel on a pickup that he's doing. I can't remember what it's called for the life of me.
63 unibody.
Yeah, go check his video out. It's up here, links up here. Go check that out. Go check that out before you watch this, so you can see what he do and what he does, and then see what I do differently. So yeah, I'll wait. I haven't done it yet. Link's just there. There. Sweet. Did you like and comment and subscribe to his channel as well? Good. Right. Anyway, for the ones that didn't and just watched me do all of that bullshit, this is what he did make. Hopefully I can screenshot something here. If not, I'm just standing here like an absolute fucking bellend. I am anyway, but just standing here in the cold for your entertainment. So, anyway, we are going to do some metal fabrication. I've already cut the panel out. I haven't asked him his measurements or anything. I haven't got the car in. You know, I'm just showing you a different technique. So, like I said, that should be up there. If not, I'll do your little drawing in a second. Let's go over to the bench and we'll show you all again. Right, I hope you can see what I'm doing properly. You're on the tripod with my phone. I've accidentally left all my memory cards at home, so I've managed to rig something up so my phone's attached to my tripod. When I say rigged up, I'm going to switch the camera around and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, we got some clamps. So yes, I have literally just clamped my phone to my tripod so we can do this. So anyway, going back to the video. So it's cold. Right, so basically the panel, if you couldn't see from the picture or you haven't watched the video, is it goes like that up an edge. So that's the main floor pan, and it starts to go up for the tunnel. But there is also a fold there. So it's not an easy panel because it's not a fold, it's got a radius on it. Hopefully I'm in frame and you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so it's got a radius in it, so like if you treat this as metal, you know, you try and bend that, it doesn't like it, just all goes a bit floppy. So we need to get that sort of angle for the base, but then on the lip we need a nice curve as well. So that's the challenge, that's the plan. Like I said, go check out his Arco's video to see what he did, but then I'm going to do the same. So again, I don't have any measurements. I'm just, you know, I haven't got the car here. It doesn't matter, the technique's still going to be the same. So I'm just going to wing it and go out, out. That'll do. That's about as far as I want to get the radius in, and then we need to come somewhere about there to get the up kick. So then there's got to be a ball in there somewhere. We'll work it out as we go. Right, I've got to put my gloves back on. It is absolutely bitter, and I've got the door open. Look. So I have just completed a frame job. I spent 20 minutes framing you back up. Can you see? Hopefully you can see. Yeah, you can see. Look at that. So, right. Hopefully that, yeah, it's going to come through on the camera. Sorry about the noise. I've just tightened up the screw for the tripod. Okay, now. Brain's not working, it's cold. We don't do cold in England. We do rain. That's what it's supposed to be. Rain and moisture. Right, so yeah. All I'm going to use is this little vise, a couple of hammers, a couple of dollies. Now, first thing I want to do is get this edge in. It's not, like I said, you know, from this picture, it's not a complete right angle. It's got a small radius to it. So the way I'm going to do that is with an extension bar. I should have got this prepared beforehand. Give me a sec. So yeah, I'm just going to use an extension bar. This is an old one. I use it for beating up shit. Use it as a punch, whatever. Cheap ones are really, really handy to keep around. So, also, that's too big for my wife. The preparation Danny goes through in his videos is amazing, can you tell? So, well, the basic setup is going to be, hopefully you should see what I mean. I will need to clamp, well, I might not do. So, it's not an easy job, it's a fiddly job. Oh, I've got too much light going on here. Which one's that? Is it that one? Yeah, that one's cool. No, it's not. What's that? Is that that one? No, that's the main light. Oh, give me a second. Hold on. Right, I'll move the lights around. I think that's a little bit better. So, as this is a collaboration, I want to use a term that Myco has coined. Sorry for the crappy camera work. Or as I'd put it, fuck's sake, what a pain in the fucking arse this is. Yeah, anyway, where was we? Right, so basically, I'm just going to roll that over there. Let's just do it the more painful. So, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I know there's shadows, I can see shadows, hopefully you can still see. I'm just trying to get that roughly in line with that. There we go. So it doesn't really matter whether it's level with this, as long as the line's in level with the bar that you're going to use. That's what you need. This is also why you know, people go on about sort of putting extra on to trim off. This is the importance of that. So anyway, just knit that up, and all I'm going to do is roll that over. So that's going to give me the roll. Now obviously I haven't got anything to work with, so I don't know whether that's going to be the correct radius or not. If the radius is different, you're going to need to work with that. But that's not really what this video is about. Let's just shut it out. Right, so the video is really about how to get this curve in now. Now, Myco used the shrinker stretcher, perfectly acceptable to shrink that down. But shrinker stretchers are expensive. Not everybody will have one. There's a correct way to say that, and I can't think off the top of my head what it is. So anyway, what we need to do is we need to shrink this. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do a couple of tuck shrinks across here. and then so I'm going to get a couple of tucks in, and then I'm going to put the bend in, and then slowly shrink that back and adjust it accordingly. So I'm only going to use this device, and I'm going to get a hammer. So we need to put a couple of dinks in basically. So leaving the jaws open. I want them quite wide because I don't want to stretch the metal. I just want to put a tuck in. You see what I mean? So you can see where you see where the line is there. So I'm going quite a long way away, but I'm just going to get that edge out. And we'll just do the same here. I'm using a little pick hammer. You can use, if you've got a way of supporting it, you could easily use a hammer, a normal sort of hammer and chisel or whatever. Yeah. Use what you've got. That's the idea of these videos. You know, we're trying to teach you different ways to do different things so you can adjust your approach, basically. Right, so you can see I've got it all wavy and fucked up. I'm going to do the same this side. So I'm just extenuate what we're doing. Right, so now we've got a nice wavy panel, and then what we can do is, I mean, you can already see that it's started to curve, I think, maybe. Probably not. Yeah, right, let's get that a little bit more there. So let's take this down a bit more. Okay. There you go. So we've got it proper wavy now. Now you can see that. So what we need to do now is get this line in. Again, it needs to have a roll. I mean, that's probably a little bit less than what he did, what Arco did. I want to try and get that in as a nice, smooth transition. So we're going to open up the vise. And then, hold on, just got a bit of pipe and a normal hammer. You want that line in the middle of the jaws. Get it on and knit it. So you can see we've got a nice radius there. Also got more shrinks and tucks. It's gone exactly where we wanted it to do. Now we need to get these out. So the way we do that is very, very slowly and carefully just planish them out. So what you want to do is you want to hit the peak there, but not hit it too hard. You need to let it go in. So you hit it at the top, and the idea is, so you've got a peak like that, and what you need to do is hit there slowly, so then the metal goes down and then flows out. That's what you need to do. You can't see, sorry. So yeah, hit it down, so then the metal goes that way. So light taps, very light taps, not too light, but enough. And you can use like a heat gun, heat this up. That'll help, but the idea is just, see that I'm just letting the hammer do the work. I'm not doing anything. You can see it's already sort of shrinking down. Doesn't take too long, but on the same token, you can't rush it. You've got to let the metal do its thing. So now what I want to do is I've got that pretty much flat where it is, so I'll spin it over. Yeah, you can just about see I'm on the edge of the bench here. But now I can tap on the others. Let's get a dolly in the vise. Look, so I just put a post dolly in the vise. You can use any dolly, it doesn't really matter. I'm just using this because it's a lot easier to film and do this. But you can see the idea. So yeah, we just need to spin it over and just get the tucks out. Again, light tapping. You don't want to press too hard, because what will happen is, but see that one there, you can just see, just on that little piece there, it was trying to tuck. You really don't want that. So light taps. So as you can see, it has straightened out a little bit. So go back to it if you need to. Probably didn't need to for what Arco did, but I want to do it anyway, just to show you the extremes you can go to with doing this. I'm going to hit it again. One thing I want to do though is you see how we've got that dip in there. Just want to straighten that edge back out. So I'm just going to use the little pick end of my hammer. Just on the edge. Just on the edge. So we've got that bit back, but we've still got the tuck there to bring it around. So again, we'll put it in. And get a tap again in the center. See, gone quite a lot this time. That looks like it wants to tuck in, but we can rectify that. Again, let's try and frame up as before. If you go over the top, it will either tuck in or just straighten back out. So I've got that radius back in, this radius back in. See, I've got that point touching and that point touching, so I can press this into it. That's where we're at in a minute. You know, straighten that out. We've got the recess in there. So doing it this way, it obviously does take longer, but you can get there in the end. It's just a matter of keep going through the process. So yeah, let's I'll speed this up and I will do this and I'll get that as a nice radius and whatever. Right, I've made an executive decision because it's so fucking cold. I couldn't feel my fingers, well, I can't feel my fingers properly. It's not moving as well as it should do, so I'm just going to get a little bit of heat on it. I'm just going to use a heat gun. I'm not going to go too mad with it. It's literally just going to be sort of heat it up and then continue what we're doing. See how much easier that moves with a little bit of heat. So I'm going to go back to this and fuck that up again. So look, I mean, you look at that and you think that's all fucked up and bent out of shape. Don't worry about that. We can get that back in. The main thing we need to do is get this shrunk at the minute, and we're doing well. So we need to get a little bit, a little bit sort of finer detail in there. So this time we're going to allow the metal to go where it wants to go when we hit it. So I'm going to try and, I don't know if that come up on camera. There you go. You know, I can see I'm pulling away, trying to get into the corner. Still in the middle of the device, but I'm trying to hit it on this edge. There we go. So look, deformed it all out of place and everything else. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. We can get that back in. So we've got this little tuck in here. All we've got to do is shrink that up, which we can do quite easily on the vise. So make that more pronounced, and then we can go just the other side of it. And do that. So that's where we need to shrink. We need to straighten that out where we've kinked that. So I'm going to do that first. Keep that flat. Do that side as well. So we've got a flat, still a little bit of roll there, don't worry about it. We can deal with it. We just need to deal with that again. So, going to heat that up. Oh, no. Yeah, exactly as before. Hopefully you can hear me over this. So now we've got a nice curve. Let's try and get that in a bit more. Oh, I need to put my phone on charge, hold on. Sorry about that. As you probably heard, my battery was dying. So I had to charge it up. While it was charging up a little bit, it's now on charge. But yeah, it was charging up a little bit. I have sort of gone ahead a little. Not too mad, so you can still see what I'm doing. All I've done is just concentrated on this corner here. You can see where I've been hitting it, and all I've been using is just this, just a little pick, just getting in that corner, stretching that corner out. You can see, hopefully it'll come up on camera, you can see the little dink marks where I'm at. And then I've put in another tuck here. I think now we should be ready. I'm going to heat this up now, and then we should get this pretty much straight. The difference this time is I've done the tuck the other way, So before I was doing it so the tuck could come in, and I think that's what was stopping it coming this way. Everything's a learning curve. I'm learning on the job. That's the thing, you know. Metal works the way it works. I'm trying to teach you as I'm doing it. But yeah, pushing, doing the tuck like this side was constantly making it an issue here. So stretched that out, done the tuck this way, and then all I've done is just set up my post dolly so I've got enough room here, so then I can get that on, and then I can shrink, tap that down, and hopefully that angle will stay. This is a bit more acute than I want it at the minute, but we can rectify this. As I said earlier, you know, you can fuck shit up and then you can get it back. As long as the metal's stretching where you want it to stretch, don't worry about it. Just stretch it. So I'm going to heat it up again because it is still cold, and it obviously makes life a lot bloody easier. Oh my god, I didn't swear. What's going on? So, got it hot, and again, just tap. I'd love to have this bolt clamp your vise down, but it's a pain in the ass framing it up so you can see. You see how I'm rolling the hammer around? That's to avoid getting a tuck either way. I'm keeping it like perfectly straight, if that makes sense. Perpendicular, whatever you want to call it. So there you go. We've got to that stage. Obviously, in the video, Arco's video, he wanted to go a bit more. You can keep doing that and just sort of shrinking it and shrinking it and shrinking it. I'm not going to do that in this video. You know, you can see that you can get that angle, but what I will do now is just planish it out so we can get all this shit out. So then we have a nice smooth curve across here, and then yeah. So yeah, it's just a matter of hammer and dolly, really. I'm going to start off with the corner. I think it's just a matter of finding dollies. I'm not going to talk my way through it, I'm just going to do it. So I'll put some music up. If you don't like it, put in the comment what you do like, and then I'll find it. Yes, I know I'm sort of cheating with this, but I really don't like putting this dolly in a vise. So it's another little tip for you. You can put your dollies on your beater bags, and it holds them still while you chuck the shit out of them. So I can pound my meat, get this at the right angle where I want. Get that there, roughly, and now I can do that. Nice little tip for you. That's what we got. You can see there's a decent curve there. Okay, can see how much we've got that over, and then that's pretty straight as well. So you know, I mean, there's obviously some deformation in here, but it all depends on what your end goal is. I mean, we can get a lot of this out while sort of with and you've got to remember this is shrunk, so that this piece now is thicker than it originally was, so we can quite easily just sort of run a grinder over that. Not flat disc, finishing disc, that's the word, fuck's sake, it's getting late and it's cold, sorry. Yeah, can quite easily get in there, clean up some of the striations. Why is it I can think of like a word like striations, but I can't think of a word that I use every day? Fuck's sake. Come back. Right. Yeah. Fuck's sake. This is fucking shit, isn't it? Doing well for a fucking first collaboration video. So yeah. I haven't gone too mad with this, obviously. I could spend a lot longer and get this perfect, the same as you can. It just takes time. The more time you spend on panels, the better it will be. You know, like I said earlier, fuck this shit up. You know, getting like all of this in. Don't worry about any of this. You know, let this do what it needs to do, and then get this bit right, and then you can work all that in. You know, you just see me. You know, obviously I use the beater bag and move the dolly around. If you haven't got a beater bag, you can use a pillow or anything that holds a dolly in any which way you want. If you've got a decent dolly, I don't recommend putting it in a vise, because what will happen is you'll end up putting marks on it, and it's exactly the same as a hammer. So I mean, this one ain't too bad actually. I mean, this one's a normal hammer. Right, so you see all of these little marks on it, hopefully you can. You know, whatever you hit will end up on your panel. You know, that's gonna translate to that. So if you're doing sort of floor pans, chassis work, whatever, hold on, I'll put the camera back over there and I'll talk to you rather than fucking standing there like this. It's fucking annoying. Look at this, all fucking back bent upside down. Hold on. Right, what Knob Cheese was trying to say was, whatever marks you've got on your hammer is going to end up on your metal. So if you've got a bit of welding splatter, you're going to end up with a little dink. Like in terms of this hammer, which he fucking showed you, you know, we've got a little dink here. I mean, I wouldn't use this hammer for panel beating, but stop digressing, Daniel. Whatever marks on here, you're going to end up on there. So you've got a line, you're going to end up on a line, basically. So make sure you look after your hammers. That being said though, I mean, I've just fucking left this, oh shit, I don't need to use it. Arco's left is a little bit wavy, but he also said in this video it's going to be a floor pan. So you need to sort of pay attention to what you're doing. If you're going to be using this for floor pans and stuff like that, it's all going to get covered up in stone chip, underseal, whatever particular product you want to use. You can get away with some shit. You know, you can get away with a dodgy joint, you can get away with a lot of the hammer marks in here. If you want to do a complete like bottom end of a wing, which that wouldn't be too far off of the bottom of some wings, fenders, you know, you want to spend a little bit more care. You know, make sure you get the radius is right. As I said earlier, the longer you spend on a panel, the better it's going to be. If you rush it, you end up with dinks and dents and everything else. You can't rush this shit. I've sort of gone a little bit off piste on this video. You know, it's gone a little bit longer than I expected. I was hoping to do a quick video the same as he did. You know, like I said at the top of the video, the idea of these videos is to show different techniques for the same outcome. I've got pretty much the same panel he did. You know, that's it. So yeah, I really do hope you like this video. I hope if you're a YouTuber, join in. You know, it's not exclusive to me and Arco. You know, we want to see different techniques. You know, as a fabricator, I like to know new techniques. You know, sometimes I look at something, I'll scratch my head for fucking 20 minutes. You know, go make a cup of tea, play on my phone, and then walk back to it. You know, sometimes I've had to sort of message people and go, how would you tackle this? And I can imagine you have as well. So that's the idea of this series. You know, we're not doing it regularly. It's just as you do something, put it up, tag everybody, and then see what comes back. We all learn, and then the idea is hopefully the people that are at home doing DIY stuff can learn too. You know, I mean, I've used basic tools here. I mean, I've used a bit of pipe, I've used a hammer and a dolly. Yes, I've cheated with my beta bag, but could have quite easily done that using the vice and everything else. I just didn't want to put this particular dolly in that vice. Could have quite easily done it. So, like I said, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out Arco. His video is going to be up here. Please check out the rest of my friends, this little YouTube community. They're all down in the description. Please drop a comment, like, please share, subscribe to the channel. It really does help. I'm like, as time of recording this, I'm like literally on the cusp of, you know, 930 subs. You know, I'd love to reach that 1,000. So yeah, like I said, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one.